systems of inequalities, just like our systems of equations. And systems of inequalities is just two or more linear inequalities, what we've been looking at. And the solution to a system of inequalities is the overlapping region of the points that satisfy both inequalities, which what this means is the shaded areas. So where both our equations are shaded. So remember from the past notes, let me flip to those so we can have that on hand. You should always have your notes on hand. We've got these two inequalities. We need to graph them really quickly and figure out where they're both shaded at. So this first one, I don't have an equal or equals than, so I am going to have a dashed line, and it's greater than, so we're going to shade above. So let's look at where that is. We've got minus x minus 1. So we are going minus 1 right here. We are at a dashed line. Okay, and we are shading that one. Let's shade it with my light green. We are shading that above the line. Remember, when our lines look this way, the above is this part. So this would be my shading here. All right, so let's look at this point. Again, we don't have the or equal than, so it's going to be a dashed line again. And this time we are less than, so we're going to shade below. All right, we are right here. Again, dashed line. Looks something like this. You can grab a ruler, whatever you like. And this is our line, so we kind of have to ignore all this other mess. And we are shading below. This way would be above, so this is below. So then what I'm doing is I'm looking at where do those shaded areas overlap, and they overlap right here. So this orange area is my systems of these two inequalities. These are where my solutions would be. All right, let's look at this example again, practicing our little drawings. So this one has an equal than sign, so we are making a solid line, and it is less than or equal to, so we're going to shade below. And this line looks something like this. It's going to be all not going to be perfect this time. All right, and we are shading below. So this is above, this is below. All right, we have the second one. We don't have an equal than sign, so it's going to be a dashed line. And we are greater than, so we're going to be shading above. And this line is going to be real like that. Again, my lines are not perfect. Neither is my shading. Okay, so we are shading this time for this one above the line, which above this line would be this area. And you can't even see. This is a mess. This is a complete mess. You can barely see, but right in here is where they meet. Again, your pictures, if you're asked to draw them, don't have to be perfect. All right, you're also going to be asked whether or not you have to draw them. You might be asked, but then also you might be given that your systems already, the shaded area, that's where you're looking, and then finding the points from those. So we do it the same way we were doing before. We want to figure out where those points are. This first one, A, is here. It's outside that shaded area, so that is not a solution. 2, it is on that solid line. So again, if it's on the solid line, it is a solution. We've got -4, 4, that's in that shaded area. So that one's a solution. And then we've got 0, 1, that's on the dotted line 1, so that is not a solution. And these I'm just going to run through really fast. Inside the shaded area, solution. 4, 8 on the dotted line, solution. -4, 6, that's just barely inside right there. And 0, -6 on that solid line, solution. So it's really easy when they go ahead and give you, if it looks like this, then you look at where it's the darkest or where it's purple, depending on what version you get. So we've got 2, 3, that's not in it's in a shaded area, but it's not in the combined shaded area, so that's not a solution. We've got 2, 0 right here. It's in that shaded area on that solid line. We've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in that shaded area, but it's on a dashed line, so that's not a solution. And then we've got 5, +4. Again, that one is outside the combined shaded area. All right, so if it looks like this, again, we're looking at where they overlap. So we're looking in this area right here. So we've got -3, 0. That's on that dashed line. Again, if it's on a dashed line, not a solution. We've got 0, +4. It's right there on that solid line. That's a solution. -1, 2. That's outside the combined. -4, +4 is somewhere right in here. That's in the combined area, so that one is a solution.